Hello, and welcome to another edition of Good Deeds. It is brought to you by justserve.org. If you're looking for a way to make a difference in our community and a difference in the lives of people who live here, find an organization that's doing great work and connect with them through justserve.org. It's a wonderful way to start. Today, we are talking with the Chief Growth Officer of Pride Industries, which started right here in Sacramento. Welcome, Leah Burdick, and thank you for talking with us. Thank you for the work that you're doing in our community.
Well, thank you, Sheryl, for having me on.
Well, I'm excited to hear more about the work that Pride Industries is doing. For those that are not familiar, what is it that Pride Industries does?
Well, we're unique in that we're a social enterprise, and that means we sell business services, but the profits we make fuel our mission to create employment for people with disabilities. And we also help veterans and former foster youth, opportunity youth, and trafficking survivors as well get back on the path to meaningful employment and independence.
Wow. And what are some of the unique challenges that the folks that you help through Pride Industries, what are some of the unique challenges they have when trying to integrate it with the workforce?
Well, certainly just overcoming bias. We find, and it's wonderful, diversity and inclusion is very important right now to employers, and it's outstanding. We're all in support of it, but it tends to focus more on race and culture as opposed to the people with disabilities portion. And so that's something that we are really trying to educate people around because this community does face bias. Simply, employers don't think about them when creating their talent plans, and then often they don't know how to accommodate this really great untapped talent pool when doing hiring and interviewing.
What are some of the programs that you have that help people overcome these biases and be reintegrated into the workforce?
Certainly. Well, we have, apart from our business services divisions, we have an entire workforce inclusion team of folks who help assess, train, place, and then provide on the job support to people with disabilities to help them be successful. They also connect them to government resources. We have a career hub in Citrus Heights with a youth employment services program that not only helps youth ages 16 to 24 with disabilities, but formerly incarcerated, as I mentioned, foster youth, get back onto the path for employment. We've just recently launched an apprenticeship program with Safe Credit Union, where we're training people in customer service and how to potentially be bank tellers. We do a lot of community placement. So we've got a lot of things going on, Sheryl. I'm happy to talk to you about, but I'll answer you there. Just some
Yeah.
examples.
Well, how does someone get connected with Pride Industries and the services that you offer?
Well, we have a one of a kind in the country helpline called the I Am Able helpline. It's 844 I Am Able. You can call and speak to one of our representatives, and they'll help assess and connect you to the right either resources or employment placement, depending on the person's need and where they are, to get them on the path again to meaningful employment.
What are some of the stories you're hearing from maybe from employers, maybe from people who have been placed in a job through Pride
Mhm.
Industries? What are some of the success stories that particularly make you smile?
Oh, well, certainly we do the laundry services at Thunder Valley Casino, and our team replaced their former provider, and our team outperforms that provider in service offering. We've got a woman we're just speaking with she's a customer greeter at Rayleigh's. She's been there for 30 years, and the manager says she's one of the top 5 he's ever worked with throughout his career, as an example. And we often hear from employers how engaged people are. I mean, if you think about it, if you've had biases when you're trying to get a job and struggled, and suddenly you have an opportunity to showcase your skills and ability, what you can do, and be part of the community, we see a lot of engagement. We see low absenteeism and people who are just very enthusiastic, and they bring that enthusiasm with them to the workplace, and it's contagious. So, very positive feedback from our employers.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And it sounds like a win-win for the employer, the employee, everyone involved. How can we as the community best support the work that you're doing? How can we get involved in helping you help people?
Well, we're having a great I Am Able Disability Job Fair. It's a job fair for people with disabilities, designed by people with disabilities, in October. And right now, companies are signing up to sponsor and have tables so they can meet this population of workers who are seeking employment. That's one way. Certainly, if you have a disability or you know someone with a disability, calling our I Am Able helpline to kind of get them back on the path to employment is another way. And if you're a business, we offer full facilities management services. We have manufacturing, logistic, and supply chain services. HP has been a customer for over 20 years. We do provide competitive business services with an integrated workforce that helps to support our mission. So those are just some examples, Cheryl.
Lots of ways to get
Yeah.
involved and lots of ways to help support this amazing organization. I love hearing these stories of how you're helping people and not just the employees, but employers. You're just making the community a better place. And I thank you for the work you're doing. And thank you for being on Good Deeds.
Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate the time.